There are a set of questions that if you actually let in, not just intellectually but viscerally, have the power to reorganize your entire life. Not your goals, not your habits, but your actual life. And the questions are these. The first is, if you were going to die tomorrow, how would you live today? And equally, if you were guaranteed to live to 100, how would you live today? Most people live in neither timeline. They drift in a kind of foggy middle, acting like they'll live forever, but feeling like they're running out of time. And that tension, that contradiction, is where regret is born. Let's split your life into two parallel realities. Timeline 1 is that you die tomorrow. And that's it. There's no extensions, no negotiations, no just one more year. This is your final day. What happens? Well, you don't check your emails, you don't scroll, you don't argue over small things. You call people. You say what you've been avoiding saying. You forgive faster. You appreciate more. You feel more. You don't optimize for efficiency. You optimize for meaning. Suddenly things become crystal clear. The business idea you've been sitting on, it matters. The person you've been meaning to tell how you feel, it matters. That time you waste daily on nonsense, it disgusts you. Because when time collapses, truth expands. And then you have timeline 2. You live until 100. Now, obviously we flip it, don't we? Because you're guaranteed a long life. You've got decades ahead of you. Well, what changes? You start thinking long term. You train your body because you'll need it. You invest your money because time will compound it. You build skills because mastery requires years. And you become patient. You don't chase quick wins, you build foundations. And suddenly, that workout matters, that investment matters, that discipline matters, and that consistency matters. Because when time expands, responsibility expands with it. The problem is, most people choose one. They choose a side. They're either going to live forever, like they've got time, so they delay everything meaningful, or they believe that life is short, so they chase impulsive pleasure, chaos, and short-term highs. Both are incomplete. Both on their own will destroy your potential. The truth is that you must live both timelines simultaneously. You live like you might die tomorrow, but build like you'll live till 100. And that's the balance, that's the edge. That's the life most people never access. There's a common theme from people at the end of their lives. Not theoretical, but real people with real final moments. The regrets are rarely about not answering enough emails, not working more overtime, not buying things. They're about things such as, I wish I'd told them how I felt. I'd wish I'd taken more risk. I'd wish I'd lived my life, not the one expected of me. That's the die tomorrow timeline speaking. But here's what's equally real. There are people in their 40s, 50s, 60s who look back and think, I didn't take care of my body. I didn't build anything sustainable. I didn't think long term. And that's the live to 100 timeline speaking. One regrets not living and the other regrets not building. And most people manage to do both poorly. Let's make it simple. You go to the gym. Die tomorrow mindset is you train with intensity, you push, you feel alive, you're present, you're not half-arsing it. Live till 100 mindset is you don't destroy your joints, you think about longevity, you build a body that lasts. Most people either train recklessly to burn out and get injured, or train lazily, no intensity, no growth. The balance is where performance lives. In relationships, die tomorrow might be saying, well, say what matters, live openly, don't leave things unsaid. Live to 100 might be building trust, investing in people, and not burning bridges. Too much of one, you become reckless, overly emotional and chaotic. Too much of the other, you become distant, cold, transactional. The combination is deep presence and intentionality. What about work and ambition? Die tomorrow would be do the work that actually matters. Stop hiding behind busy work and take risks. What about living till 100? Well, you'd build systems, wouldn't you? You'd invest in skills. You'd think in decades, not days. And this is where elite performers live. They act with urgency, but build with patience. When you truly internalize both timelines, something powerful happens. You stop wasting time, but you also stop rushing life. You move fast, but not frantically. You slow down, but not lazily. You become deliberate. So before you make a decision, ask 2 questions. If I died tomorrow, would I regret not doing this? And if I lived till 100, would doing this move my life forward? If the answer to both is yes, you've found something worth doing. Most people avoid this way of living because it's uncomfortable. Why? Because it removes your excuses. You can't say, I'll do that later. Die tomorrow destroys that. And you can't say it doesn't matter because live till 100 destroys that. You're left with responsibility, and responsibility is heavy. But it's also where meaning lives. Because there's a quote often attributed to Marcus Aurelius: you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. But there's also another truth to pair it with. What you do daily becomes your life over decades. Put them together and you get the code. Act with urgency, build with patience. Love deeply, plan long term. Be present today, but prepare for tomorrow. Because the real tragedy is not dying too soon. It's living a long life and realizing you were never fully alive. If that hits you, don't just think about it. Use it. Because whether you realize it or not, you're already living on both timelines. The only question is, are you doing it consciously?